Alright guys, today I want to take a little break from leaking news on the new AMD GPUs and talk about something else I've been really interested in lately, which is the Xbox Game Pass for PC. Did a video a little while back about my first impressions of it after somebody finally convinced me to try it out, and I was very impressed with the value provided. Now, one thing I saw was that there are two different options. There's the $10 a month normal Game Pass for PC, but then you can also get the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $15 per month. And let's talk about what is the difference. So what else do you get in the Ultimate version? Well, some of what you get has to do with Xbox features. I think it combines the PC and the Xbox version of Game Pass, including giving you Xbox Live Gold for your Xbox. Well, I don't have an Xbox, so that's not all that useful to me. However, the other thing that it bundles in is the Xbox Project xCloud beta, which is streaming from the cloud some Xbox games, and that currently is exclusive to Android. So what I want to look into is, for my actual personal use, do I want to keep the just Xbox Game Pass for PC, or do I want to pay the extra $5 a month to get that Android game streaming? Now, I am not at all a mobile gamer on my phone. I do have a Nintendo Switch, and I enjoy that. But I thought for today, let's test out the Android game streaming, and let's do it in a way that's kind of interesting. I have had an old Galaxy S7 Android phone just sitting in an old closet of consoles and cords and old tech I don't use anymore. So it's basically just e-waste, and it's been sitting in there for over a year, just completely unused. And I want to see if we can actually turn it into a functioning mobile gaming platform that I could maybe leave in my classroom, play on my lunch breaks, something like that. Let's take a look. Also, I want to thank everybody who has already liked my videos in the past and has subscribed to my channel. That's been helping me grow in the YouTube search algorithm. I can't believe my video a couple days ago has currently over 4,000 views, and I've only been doing this YouTube thing for less than 3 weeks now, so thank you guys so much. It helps me out a lot. All I've done is I've loaded up the Game Pass app on the phone, and then you can switch between console games, PC games, and cloud-based games. So when I switch over to cloud, and I have just started up a couple of games just to see if this was actually working, but I haven't really played with them much because I wanted to capture that on camera with you guys. Looks like some of them suggest they could be played with touch, but I'm going to try it out with an old SteelSeries Bluetooth controller. Hey, you know what? Let's try out Human Fall Flat. So I'm not going to cut this out. I want you guys to see how long does it take to actually load into a game. So, yeah. And hey, I've got a reminder to call Duke's Masonry. So apparently this does not block out little notifications and things. Don't forget to clip my controller. Well, sorry guys, I don't have a controller to clip. I don't have any fancy little play it on the like clip it on to make it its own little mobile thing, but if this works cool, that might be worth doing. Okay, so it says to connect a Bluetooth controller, which I guess I forgot to actually turn on. Okay. Okay, I do now have the Bluetooth controller. It seems to have detected that I now have the Bluetooth controller attached. Now, if you haven't seen Human Fall Flat, this is one of the games that I was saying, like, I never would have played if it wasn't for a Game Pass with PC, but this is kind of a funny little game. I think I'll turn the volume up there, so hopefully we can capture at least a little bit of the volume. Okay, so this game's kind of funny. Okay, so I'm pressing A to start. Is it sensing it? Okay, so in the menus right now, so I want you guys to be able to see, so when I push a button, how fast does that react, right? Because we're cloud gaming. Feels pretty good to me, to be honest. All right, let's hit play on this thing. Let's just hit continue. Like I said, I played this for just a minute or two to see if it worked. Anyways, this is kind of a silly game where you walk around and let's see. So how does the camera control feel? So you guys can probably see me pushing the buttons, right? And jump. You know, I can tell that I'm not playing it completely live, but it doesn't feel that bad. Now, in this game, it's basically like a little funny puzzle game. I played it for like a half hour on the PC. So you use the triggers to control your hands. And there we go. Well, I've got to say, I am pretty honestly impressed with this so far. This feels totally playable. Now, this is not really a fast-paced game. So while we could keep messing around with this thing, let's try something else. Oops, looks like I accidentally closed out of the Game Pass app rather than using the correct button to back out. Let's actually see how it handles that. So I accidentally closed out of the app by hitting the home button on my controller. Let's see if it hops back into the game where I left off. Okay, so it seems like, yeah. So look, it saved my position, and I was able to just jump back in. That's cool. Let me use the actual back button this time. Let's jump into the Master Chief Collection. Let's see if we can get that up and running. Whatever your opinion of Halo is, you've got to admit, it's got some awesome soundtrack. Halo 1 had monks, Halo 2 had monks and nuns, you know? All right, taking a little while to load up. Taking quite a while to load up. Well, this is loading. I'm gonna play around with lighting. Would it help to kill the overhead light? That might actually film the screen better, huh? What do you think? I think that's a better view, less glare off the screen, right? Okay, this is still loading. Now, they do call this a beta. Okay, I'm gonna call this one a quit because, in my opinion, if a game's gonna take this long to load up, it is not worth my time. So, goodbye. Okay, so we're gonna call Master Chief Collection a failure. Let's jump in to Forza Horizon. Okay, start game. Okay, loading. All right. I've played a few hours of this game on the actual PC, so I have an idea of what it should feel like. Hey, it actually loaded. Okay. Wait a minute. Did it actually cloud save my progress from the PC version? I think it did. So check this out, guys. I believe I'm actually playing my PC game. So that's cool. I didn't actually expect that, but I guess since this is a Microsoft exclusive title, well, maybe they've got Game Pass up and running a little more efficiently that way. Okay. I can tell you right now that this does not feel like it does when I'm playing it on my PC. Let's just put it that way. Oh my. Now, graphically, this seems pretty impressive. Like, I'm clearly not driving well here, but would you agree that I'm getting better than I was at first? Like, I think I'm getting a little bit used to the latency, and I'm also not flooring it. Oops. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to deem this as maybe playable. On something like a racing game where you have to be super precise or you're going to miss your corners. This is not ideal. Let's just put it that way. That is not a particularly enjoyable experience. Let's see. Can we get Halo 5 to load up? Now, I played Halo 5 when it launched on the Xbox One, so it's been a while. But, like I said, a Halo in general, I've put in my time. So, if this one actually loads, because Master Chief Collection didn't, I should have some opinions. Okay. I mean, the menu feels pretty snappy. Let's do some social multiplayer. Wow. Okay, guys, this is awful. Like, this is really bad. Holy cow. I promise I'm not garbage. This is just literally unplayable. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, teammates. Okay, like, maybe if I was doing single player on easy or something, but you just can't react. It just, you can't aim. This reminds me, I do like Halo, though. I should probably play Halo. I'm looking forward to Halo Infinite, being a PC game. I just need one headshot to finish this dude off, and I just, like, you can't. You just, it's so jumpy. It just jumps back and forth. Hey, I got a kill, guys. All right, we're going to call this a victory. I've got a kill. We're going to quit out now. And that is just not an enjoyable experience at all. That was bad. All right, guys, and I'll apologize if you hear any noises coming from upstairs. My kids are awake from their nap now, but I want to finish up the video. Anyway, so off camera, just to verify that my conclusions were correct, I tried out the same sort of stuff on my Galaxy S10e, so a much newer Android phone running the latest version of Android and all of that. I also tried out using a Nintendo Switch Pro controller instead of the SteelSeries Stratus XL, and I did not see any noticeable difference in performance between the two controllers, the two phones. And so I'm going to judge that my conclusions are accurate based on my home internet connection right now, which has 100 megabits per second down. And so I don't know how close I am to wherever their server is located or anything like that. But yeah, so my overall conclusion here is no, it did not turn my old phone into a wonderful portable gaming system, and now my heater just kicked on, so sorry for the fan noise in the background, guys. I want to get this one finished up. Anyway, so yeah, it didn't turn that into a wonderful mobile gaming station. I will say that it seems like for turn-based games, it could be acceptable. Nothing fast-paced felt like an enjoyable experience to me. And my final conclusion is that If I was going to use this for something, I'm going to use it as a game demo system. A lot of game downloads these days take hours to download, and you might download them just to find out that you don't actually like the game, especially on something like Game Pass, where you have access to hundreds of games, but you may or may not like all of them, so you got to download one and find out. Well, this seems like a great way to demo some of the games. Now, not every game on the Game Pass PC is available for the Game Pass cloud streaming, so for the ones that are available, this seems like a great way to try them out, just to get a feel for what the game is actually like before maybe committing to the full-on download. All right, guys, I hope you guys have an excellent day. Let me know in the comments if you've had a different experience with the xCloud streaming. Thank you.